Good morning, beautiful souls. Well, it's been a minute since I've done a walk and talk in the mornings, and I really felt compelled to jump on here. Good morning. Really felt compelled to jump on here this morning. I woke up at 3 o'clock. I've been waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's a lot going on for me at the moment. This 9th year, the shedding of the skin, the shedding of the snake skin. Oh, it's been huge for me. So many things, so much that it has thrown me into a level of fear. And I realized this morning how much fear I was in to calm my regulate my nervous system. I've been here before. This isn't my first rodeo. I've definitely been in this space before. And you've probably, those of you who've been watching me for some years, would have been on that journey with me, where I have so much energy inside my body that is manifesting as pain, which then manifests as anxiety, which then creates this tumulus effect, like a tornado almost. And I realized that this is one of, because I've had a few and I'm sure I'll have more, but this is one of my greatest challenges. Morning. It's my greatest challenge to level up again into the next version of myself. Oh, wow. You know, you think you were there, but I wasn't quite there. I didn't quite have enough boundaries. I didn't quite have enough self-love. I didn't quite have enough to take me up to that level, to bring me into a space of being secure. But I'm definitely becoming that now. And we talk about attachment styles. And, you know, you've got your anxious, which is me. You've got your secure. And you've got your avoidant. And what I've realized in coming out of this last relationship is that I was still in some form of anxiousness, and I thought I was better, but there was still some forms of anxiousness. So I'm really working hard on unlayering that through doing the work, through unpacking shit from my life and trying to sit more in the secure, because that's the thing that we can change. We can change who we are, but we can't just think it. We have to be it. We have to let go of old paradigms, old patterns, old behaviors, to really step into a different kind of space. And, you know, I haven't done a walk and talk because I haven't done a walk. And you know why I haven't done a walk? Because I got fearful. I got fearful of walking out of the house in the mornings and walking. And I don't know why that happened. And I don't know whether it was other levels of insecurities around me, or whether I just got too comfortable. Actually, thank you, universe, for dropping that in. I gave too much of myself away. I gave too much of myself away within the relationship. I didn't hold some of me back. I didn't hold that part of me back to keep myself secure. And we do this as humans. I won't just say women, men do it too. But we give too much of ourselves away. And then we're not who we are anymore. We're not the people that that person met in the beginning, the thing that attracted you to that person, it tends to disappear because we become something and somebody else. We don't hold that space. And, one of my biggest lessons in this is there were things that I was also putting out in this relationship because, to trust and being able to be more in my feminine and that as well. But then I went too far. I went too far over the line, and I ended up giving too much of myself away. And it was interesting because as I have doing, I don't really want to use that word. It's like some people say, well, you have to do the autopsy on it, but I don't like that word. But, it's like I have to dissect it and unpack it and put it all into pieces and look at each piece and where did I make choices here and here and here, and what could I have done, what should I have done. And it doesn't mean you have to go back to the past and go, oh well, I should have done that over there, so now I have to go back over here and try to change all of that. That's not what it's about. Growth and learning is about learning what you learnt, unpacking it. Like, imagine you just tipped the laundry basket on your bed and each piece of clothing is a part of that relationship or a part of that time in your life, whatever you're going through right now. Maybe it's a work, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's whatever it is, right? So you've got to throw all the pieces of clothing onto the bed and look at each piece of clothing and feel into what choices you made in those times and how did that affect the outcome. And then by evaluating each piece, you can then start to understand and you can start to put the jigsaw puzzle back together, right? So, morning, Carol. You can start putting the jigsaw piece back together. So when you look at this, say it's a t-shirt, but it represents, maybe for me, it represents the time when I gave up my unit to go and move in with my partner, right? And I can look at that t-shirt and I can analyze that and go, I had some reservations, I had some feelings, I had a little bit of, did I really want to give up my house? Just in case. Not saying you want to put a kibosh on the future, but, were you 100% sure? Were you both 100% sure? What was the reason we were doing this? What was the intention? Rather than just dive in, and then look at that and say, well, I should have listened to my intuition. I should have listened to my own feelings that were raging. I should have listened to them instead of listening to the external voices. And then when you can understand that and realize, okay, next time or whatever, in any situation, when I have to make a decision,